have no idea whose it is. Did it really?
Left it outside.
Are you serious? Damn. Yeah, I would be too, to be honest. Are we live? Oh, there we go. Hey, do you know how to turn the lights on? I look dark. All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning grind. Happy Thursday. Shit. Not Wednesday, Thursday. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for getting on here. I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. I'm not going to tell you to do these unless I've done them myself, which I'm doing right now. I'm going to like it, I'm going to comment, and I'm going to share the stream. I'm going to ask you to do the exact same. So like, comment, and share the stream, please. Every single morning, we start off the show with 60 seconds of gratitude. Do you know why we do that?
It's just the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do, yeah. It's the right thing to do. Well, the reason why we do it is because of this. It's impossible to be in it's impossible to be in a negative state and be grateful at the same time. So every time you're in a grateful state, it forces you to get in a much better state, and a positive and happy state of mind. So that's why we do it. I'm not going to say your name yet because I want to introduce you to everybody after 6 seconds of gratitude. But what are you thankful for this morning, Mr. New Guy?
I'm thankful for my peers and my family.
Good to finally see Blankface. This is Mr. Blankface right here, everybody. So you're thankful for your peers. What are you thankful for this morning?
This morning, I'm thankful for food.
Food. I'm thankful for food. What about you, Mr. Travis? What are you thankful for? Hey, I'd be thankful for a check you got in your lap right there if I were you. Thankful for money right there.
Go.
Well, good deal. Well, everybody, this is our new guy. His name is Jacob Freeze. We call him a blank face baby because on his Facebook profile, it's a blank face. He doesn't have any sort of picture on his Facebook, so we give him hell for that.
It's updated now. So.
Did you get it on there?
Yeah,
okay,
updated.
well,
It's definitely updated
we
now.
need to get you on here so that we can see it and quit calling you blank face. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Jake. He's a new guy, just got into real estate. What made you want to come here?
Just the team and the atmosphere. I knew Hayden before, so he's been here with you guys for about 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And just the way he explained the team and the atmosphere to me, it was just something that I wanted to be a part of. And I've always wanted to be a part of real estate.
Okay.
So after I moved back from Ohio, I just thought I would take the jump fully and just see how I would do.
You lived in Ohio?
Cleveland, Ohio. Yep.
Cleveland, okay. Are you an Indians fan?
I am not, but actually a Reds fan. Actually from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Just a whole lot of Ohio.
Yeah, a lot of Ohio.
Yeah, a lot of Ohio.
Now, what did you do prior to the adult world?
I was a basketball player.
Okay, where'd you play at?
Temple University, and I played at Pikeville University in Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're pretty good. Temple's a pretty good basketball team.
I'm all right.
Would you dice somebody up?
I would dice you up.
Okay. I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
But that's cool, man. So I like what you said. The atmosphere. You came here because you saw Hayden. Now, whenever you saw Hayden, what was he like before he came here, and then what was he like after he came here for a little bit of time?
Before Hayden came here, for like 2 years before he was here, I wouldn't say he was lost, but he was just lost and trying to find what he wanted to do in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's a completely changed person.
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
would you say? You knew Hayden before or prior to?
Yeah, I would say, he's just, he's more focused, he's more clear on his goals, and his determination, motivation.
I like that. He's a lot more clear on what he wants out of life. I feel like that's a good thing we could put in place. He got a lot more clear, but the way, we could call this the 4 C's with clarity in there. But no, we're talking about the 3 C's. So the reason why you came here is because you saw somebody turn in from one person that was, I don't want to say broken, but they were lost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they didn't know what they wanted, and then they became more clear. They joined our team. They joined the environment, and they gained what we like to call the 3 C's, the 3 invisible assets. If you don't know what an invisible asset is, something that you have within yourself that makes you better, okay? So 3 C's, do you know what they are?
Courage, confidence, and commitment.
Courage, confidence, and commitment. All right, so let's break this shit down.
Okay.
Courage. Do you know what courage is?
just getting up here right now, my first day, having the courage.
First time ever doing the show. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a little bit, you're kind of shaky. Travis over here has a lot of courage. He was like, I don't want to do that day. I ain't doing that show. I'm scared to death to do it, but he did it anyway. So the definition of courage is doing something that you are scared to death of, but doing it anyway. All right, so what are some examples of courage? Like, what are some moments in real estate, moments in, the team that you have to be courageous?
I would say when I made my first cold call.
Yep.
Because I was extremely nervous at first, but then, after my first one, it got a little easier and easier, and then now it's still, sometimes it still feels a little nervous, but it's a lot easier than it was at first. So I think I've gained courage through doing that.
Sure enough. Yeah, no, definitely the phone calls. We make a lot of cold calls, and you got to have courage. You got to have some sort of courage about you to get on that phone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, confidence. All right, let's talk about a little bit of confidence. Now, everybody should know what confidence is. It's pretty self-explanatory. Confidence is having the certainty that you know what you are doing, and you can maneuver through what you're doing with so much conviction and certainty that it attracts somebody else to you. So that's what confidence is. That's something we are very big on, is having a lot of confidence in whatever we're doing. So if we're talking on the show, you got to have a lot of confidence whenever you're talking on the show. If you're talking to a potential customer, if you're talking to a family member, it does not matter. You have to maneuver through life with a lot of confidence in order to get what you want. All right, now, the last one. I feel like this is the most important one, to me at least, commitment. Now, what is commitment?
To me, commitment is showing up every single day and trying to, not just showing up, but trying to show up and do the best that you can to get better every single day.
Okay, I like that. That's a good answer. Now, what my definition of commitment would be is doing the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, but you're doing them anyway. So this morning I woke up early. I got in the gym. Did I want to do it? No, I did not want to do it. Was it fun? Hell no, it was not fun. Did I enjoy it? No, I didn't. But I did it anyway because I'm committed to that. I'm committed to getting in the gym. I'm committed to a better version of me right now, my physical body, which isn't in the best shape right now. I've been eating like shit lately. I need to get a little better. Ain't that right, Travis?
A little more commitment.
I need a little bit more commitment.
A little more commitment.
So yeah, that's our definition. That's what the 3 C's are, okay? Now, really what we're going to do, we're just going to break the show down into 4 quadrants. Okay? So I'm going to ask you 4 questions.
Okay.
All right? Mr. New Guy. Now this is where you get to show everybody how long have you been here? Like a week?
This is my start of my second week.
Second week?
Yeah.
So 2 weeks almost. You've been here 2 weeks. You get to tell everybody kind of what it is. So how important are these 3 C's that we're talking about?
I think they're extremely important to not just real estate, but life in general. Like, you have to have these 3 C's to get the places that you want to go. Like, before I came here, I would say that I've always been extremely confident, not cocky, but maybe I lacked the commitment in certain areas of my life.
Yeah.
And this job is definitely like boosting me towards the direction that I need to go.
Right, absolutely. I feel like a lot of people in high school that are playing sports or people in college that are playing sports could really, really take a little bit more of this whole commitment thing, because back whenever I was in school, man, I thought I was committed, but I was out doing everything that shows that I wasn't committed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I just had the wrong mindset of what the actual commitment of it was and what the actual, courage and confidence was. So, yeah, definitely. That's a good point. So they're important because you need, in order to grow into a better version of yourself, not just in business, but life, a relationship, you and your wife, you and your friends, you and your family, whatever it is, you got to have these 3 C's, right? Okay, so that's how important they are. All right, now how can they help you? How can these 3 C's, how are you able to take these 3 invisible assets, put them into your life, and how would they be able to help you, not just as a business person, but as a human being in general?
Well, I think they'll help you, but I think they'll bring more opportunity into your life too by practicing these things. Like, even if it's not with real estate, like with anything, like especially the confidence part. Like, if you're able to gain a certain sort of confidence within any job, it's gonna propel more opportunities to come your way, I feel like.
Absolutely. Yeah, opportunity is it's a really good way to put that, because without these 3 C's, I mean, if you're not committed, there's not going to be any opportunity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you go into, hey, like Mr. GoodTimeTommy, he's full of opportunity. If he sees somebody that's really committed, or if somebody that has that kind of opportunity sees somebody that's committed, they're going to be like, well, damn, I'm attracted to that guy somehow, some way, because I see what he's doing every single day. You know, I'm gonna throw him something. You got to throw the dog a bone every now and then. You know, you see the guy who's in there every single day. You see the guy who's doing what he needs to do every single day. He's probably more inclined to get that opportunity,
Most
right?
definitely. So
yeah, absolutely, 100%. I like the way you said that. Now, how often, since you've been here, how often are you putting these 3 C's into play? How often are you building on these?
I want to say almost every single second that I'm here, there's one of those are being used.
Yeah.
Like versus it's communicating with people that I just meet. It's doing cold calls. It's every aspect of the day is using those 3 C's.
Exactly right.
And I've noticed since I've been here, not only am I using those 3 C's in here, it's when I go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's when I talk to my mom. It's when my sisters, like family members, like you use them so much that you don't even realize. Yeah,
exactly. So let's break this down just so that way the viewers can get a little bit better of an understanding. What we do is every single morning we get in here, the morning grind, every single morning, 8:30, tune in. Like this, right now, you are building courage. Since you've been here, you probably, didn't really build courage sitting outside, but hey, you got to be confronted. You got to get up here and do the show. You're building your courage by doing that, okay? Now, what is something else that we, build courage and commitment at? What's the first thing we do after this?
We role play.
Role play. Now, role play can be very, very uncomfortable for some people. Like Miss Emily right here, it was her first day yesterday doing the role play. Was it uncomfortable for you?
Yeah, it was more uncomfortable than it was in my head at first.
Yeah.
Whenever I started to actually act it out, I got extremely nervous.
Yeah. You think, because you're in your head, you think it's going to go a certain way, and then it
I
does, and you're like, oh, shit, I don't know what to do now.
But you've seen by the end of the day, after just doing it over and over and over, how much your confidence and stuff grew in that area.
This morning me and Tommy practiced, and I could feel
The first time.
Yeah.
better.
Exactly. So that's what happens whenever you stick to this commitment, the 3 C's. You commit to something, you do it over and over and over and over and over again, and it's very boring.
Yes.
It's very repetitive. It can be annoying sometimes, but at the end of the day, every single time you're doing it, you're building this little muscle. Everything we do is, you know what a muscle is, right? Whenever I go to the gym and I'm working
It's
these
like hitting some curls or something.
getting them biceps bigger, getting the legs bigger, whatever it is, you're tearing something down to build it back up in very, very small increments. Okay, so like a year ago, do you think I am the way I was a year ago? Or do you think I was the way I am now?
I would say definitely not.
Absolutely not. I was not, because a year ago I was probably, I'd say, half of what I am now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I could do so much more a year ago because every single day I committed and did these little 3 invisible assets every single day. It just built up, So you look at a bodybuilder, what do they do every single day? They work out really hard and they eat a lot, okay? It's the exact same thing. We make phone calls. We role play. We do the show. We go out and talk to kids. We go out to talk to elementary school. We go out and network. Okay, so that's a very good example of how you could build off of these 3 C's. Okay, so what is the one thing that you've taken away since you've been here?
I think the main thing that I've taken away is just you have to do it day in, day out. Or if you take one day off of this process or step, you're gonna have a couple steps back and get a little rusty. You gotta take every day as like a mission. You have to attack it every single day. And if you can do that, I think that you'll grow in the way that you want to grow. But if not, you're always gonna be kind of stuck in that middle ground. You're not gonna be able to get over that where you're trying to go.
How long does it take somebody to get rusty?
They say what, 12 hours, but I feel like honestly for me it's
for somebody new like you, it could be
6 hours or 5 hours.
An hour.
Crazy,
Yeah, it could be very short the newer you are. So a lot of people might think, oh, I can do a role play once a week and I'll be fine.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Exactly right. So, well, everybody, thank you so much for getting on here. If you're watching this later, please like, comment, and share the stream. And say hello to our new guy, Mr. Jacob Freeze, Mr. Blankface, baby.
Blankface, baby.
All right, everybody, thank you. Have a great rest of the day. Shut us down, Cam.